Hello dear students, good afternoon. How are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. So today the topic is very interesting topic and the name of the topic is BNS. Okay, so today we are going to understand a topic called as BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita. Yes, you know. So please my dear Avengers, show me that you have assembled. Show me that you all are present. Okay, how many of you are present? And if you have come here, do not forget to like the video, because if you don't like, who will like it? Yes, you know. So who all are there? Please tell me who all are present. Please mark your attendance. Okay. Now, today we are going to solve Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, earlier known as IPC, earlier known as Indian Penal Code. So we are going to understand the topic of Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, earlier called as IPC. So I hope you all are ready. Ready for this topic? Let us begin without wasting any time. There will be around 9 to 10 questions of previous exam that we are going to solve, and these are the questions on your screen. Okay. Hey Pramod sir, I am your big fan, sir. Okay, chal. Let us begin. Okay. The first question that we are going to see is, discuss in detail the various stages of crime. So we have to understand the various stages of crime. You all have studied with me in regular class that crime has 4 stages, correct? Intention, preparation, attempt, accomplishment, or completion. Now, tell me one thing, whoever is watching the session, will I be punished for intention? Is there any punishment for intention? The answer is no. There is no punishment for intention because it is mere intention. There is no action. You cannot be punished for intending to kill someone. Is there any punishment for preparation? The answer is no. There is no punishment for preparation, but there is an exceptional case. Like you are waging war against India, you have brought guns and weapons. So that is one of the examples, preparation. We'll see that. From the attempt point onwards, from the third point onwards, and the fourth point, there is punishment. We all know this. So crime is in 4 stages. There are 4 stages of crime. Crime has to pass through 4 stages. First is intention. Intention is the first stage in commission of crime. Mere intention does not constitute an offense. Mere intention just does not constitute an offense is the first point that you will write. Can you see the yellow color part, that it is very much clear that even if you write these points correctly, you will get the marks. And my dear Avengers, I hope you have liked the video, because if you have not liked, then I will not like it. Okay, now next, facts. A person will decide in his mind. I mean, a person had decided in his mind to commit a crime, and even a plan is there to execute it. But if he does not take any action, it is difficult to prove his intention. So even the devil cannot read the human mind is a saying that they say. So everyone, what do you have to remember? A person has decided in his mind to commit a crime, and he has also made a plan how to do it. But if he does not take any action, which means if he does not do anything, can you prove that he is guilty? No, it is difficult to prove his guilty intention. It is difficult to prove his guilty intention. Is this clear? Now, example is Arun intended to kill Balu, but does nothing towards carrying out the intention. So the conclusion of the first point, intention, is mere intention to commit a crime is not punishable, although intention is an important ingredient of crime. Now, I'll tell you one thing, and that point you have to remember very properly and very carefully. Okay, please do not make any mistake in remembering this, that it is okay if you don't write this. Write provision, write conclusion, and you can give an example. Is the first point clear? Is the first point clear to all the students who are watching the session? Yes. Is the first point clear to all the students who are watching the session? Okay. Next is preparation. Okay. Next is preparation. Okay. Preparation is the second stage. It means arranging the necessary things or measures for committing the intended criminal act. For example, I want to attack Selvi. So I bring a knife. My intention is to kill Selvi. I bring a knife. But if I don't use the knife on Selvi, will I be punished? I have just purchased a knife. Will you punish me for purchasing the knife? No, you will not. Intention followed by preparation is generally not sufficient to constitute a crime because it is difficult to prove that preparation was made for committing that particular offense. Now, if Selvi says that Shubham Joshi has purchased knife to kill me, I will say, my lord, a knife is available in DMart. I went to DMart. I wanted a knife for my house. It is a kitchen knife. Ask Selvi to prove that I have purchased it to murder Selvi. Will Selvi be able to prove it? No. Okay, even if she proves. Selvi, I hope you are she, right? Selvi is a female word name, right? I'm very sorry. I mean, I'm not new. I mean, I'm new to South Indian names. Very sorry. Okay. Now, Arun purchases a pistol but keeps it loaded in his pocket, intending to kill Balu, but does nothing further. I am not guilty at this stage because only this is the stage of preparation. This is the stage of preparation. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone, my dear students? Okay. Now, attempt. From attempt onwards, the main ingredient starts. The main thing starts. Attempt is an punishable offense. It is the third state and it is punishable. It means a direct movement towards commission of crime after preparation. So a person commits an attempt when he performs an act which goes beyond mere preparation and moves directly towards committing the offense. Attempt may also exist even when the commission of offense is ultimately impossible. Now, what is the meaning of this? The meaning is very simple. The meaning is very simple. I purchased knife to attack Selvi. I purchased knife to attack Selvi. Now, when Selvi is walking, I take the knife and I run behind. Selvi is not aware that I am holding the knife in my hands. I am about to stab Selvi, but I see police officers in front of me. There is a CCTV camera which records everything. There is a CCTV camera which records everything. Am I caught? Yes. Will I be punished? Yes. Because this was an attempt to murder. This was an attempt to murder. So everyone, even if the offense is ultimately impossible, but I tried killing, then I will be punished. Once the person crosses the line from preparation to direct action towards the offense, it becomes an attempt, which is punishable. So attempt is an punishable offense. Attempt is an punishable offense. And last but not the least, mission accomplished. See, if I attack that person and that person dies, I will be guilty of murder. If the person is survived, if the person has survived, then I am not guilty of murder. I am only guilty for committing an offense. In India, we use this layman term called as half murder. There is no such term called as half murder. Okay. So, provision. Completion is the last stage of commission of offense. If the accused is succeeding committing the crime, complete offense is committed. If attempt fails, the accused may be guilty of an attempt. Example, A fires at B intending to kill him. If B dies, A is guilty of murder. If B survives, he is guilty of attempt of murder. Okay. This is clear. So conclusion. Thus, the four stages can be remembered as intention, preparation, attempt and completion. These two things, usually for preparation there is no punishment, but for attempt and completion there is punishment. I attack Selvi with knife. Selvi falls down. Selvi survives, accomplished, punishment for murder. Selvi survives. Selvi survives. No punishment for murder, punishment for attempt of murder. Is this clear to everyone, my dear students? Yes, my dear students, is this crystal clear to everyone who is watching the session? All the online students, am I clear? Online students, is there any doubt? Is there any question? Is there any query? No doubt, no question, no query? Chalo. Okay, now. Second question, I mean, this is the third question in the scanner. So the numbering is going to remain the same. In exceptional cases, mere preparation to commit an offense is punishable. Now we saw about preparation, right? Did I not explain this to you that just because you are preparing to murder someone does not mean that you will be punished. But there are certain exceptional cases where preparation can land you in trouble and you will be punished for preparing to murder someone. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now look at the screen carefully. There can be a case where you will be punished for preparing to do an offense. Okay, so exceptional case, mere preparation to commit an offense is punishable. What are those exceptional cases? Asked in December 2018 for 4 marks. Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita 2023. Now, generally, preparation to commit offense is not punishable. Generally, preparation to commit offense is not punishable. Preparation means arranging the necessary measures for committing the intended criminal act. What is the meaning of preparation? Preparation means arranging necessary things for committing the criminal act. Purchasing knife, purchasing a gun, buying a car. Stealing a car is different thing. Using a car, keeping the car keys in my pocket so that I can run that car over you. Okay. All these things are preparation. Okay. All these things are preparation. Buying a bottle of poison is an example of preparation. I purchased a bottle of poison. It is an example of preparation of crime. Correct? Now, intention along with preparation is normally not enough to constitute a crime. I intend to kill you. I purchase a bottle of poison. I will not be punished for doing a crime because many cases you will not be able to prove that I purchased the poison bottle to kill you, that I purchased the bottle of that I purchased the knife to stab you, that I purchased the gun to kill you. It is for my safety purpose, correct? But there are certain exceptional cases. There are certain exceptional cases where preparation itself is a punishable offense. There are certain exceptional cases where preparation itself is a punishable offense. Number one, you are preparing to wage war against the government. Okay. Then you will be punished for committing the crime. I mean, for preparing for the crime. You are preparing to commit depredation on territories of a power at peace with government of India. You are going to attack on territory which is of a different government, territories of a power which is at peace with government of India. Not allowed. If you prepare to do this also, you will be punished. You are planning to commit dacoity. Exceptional case. You will be punished. I purchased horses. Okay. We have purchased black paint to cover our face and cover our hands till here. We'll put oil till here. We'll not apply any oil on this part so that if someone tries to catch us, their hand will slip. Yes or no? Okay. We purchased guns. We purchased knives and swords to commit the act of dacoity. I will be punished for preparing for dacoity. Is this clear? Then I have purchased or I have made a machine which makes similar notes, currency notes, which government is making, preparing for counterfeiting coins or government stamp. Okay, then I will be punished. And last but not the least, if I am carrying fake coins, fake weights or measurements or fake documents, then also I will be punished because you are carrying them to do something, right? So keeping fake things, fake coins, fake weights means what? On the weight, I mean not only that weight, the machine also is not calibrated properly. Okay, and measurement is not calibrated properly, or any fake document. For example, I'm carrying a fake Aadhaar card with me. So court will ask you, law says that if you are carrying a fake thing with you, which means you are doing it because you want to do something which is criminal offense. That is the reason why carrying these also, this is preparation. You will be punished. What if I have come from Pakistan, I have come from Sri Lanka, I have come from China, I have come from some other country, America. I have a fake passport, okay, fake document it is. Okay, it is showing that I have come from a different country, but I belong to these countries, the names which I have taken. I will be punished. Is this clear? Therefore, preparation is generally and not punishable. BNS makes preparation punishable in certain exceptional circumstances. Is this crystal clear to everyone? Doubt? My dear students, is there any doubt? Is there any question? Is there any query? Doubts? No doubt, no question, no query. Clear? Is this clear to everyone? Perfect. Okay, no doubt. Okay, cool. Actually, a lot of students are messaging me, telling me that they have like cleared the exams and all, right? So that is the reason I. Okay. Now, I'm very sorry. Now, next question is briefly discuss various types of punishment under BNS 2023. Briefly discuss various types of punishments under BNS 2023. Now, the punishments that will be given to offender, to which offenders are liable, are number one, death penalty. You can give death penalty to an offender. It is given in rarest of rare cases. Imprisonment for life. Okay, which means till you are alive, you will be in jail. Okay, then imprisonment is of two types. One is rigorous imprisonment, another one is simple imprisonment. In rigorous imprisonment, there will be hard labor. In simple imprisonment, there will not be any hard labor. Then another type of punishment is forfeiture of property. So I'll highlight the type of punishment: death penalty, imprisonment for life. Imprisonment is of two types: rigorous and simple imprisonment. Correct? Then we can also forfeit a person's property. Correct? We can also take away your property. Then comes fine. We can ask the offender to pay the fine. And in BNSS, we have added a new point now. In BNSS, we have added a new point now. This was not there earlier. This is called as community service. This is called as community service. If the offense is very small and it is a first time offense, we will ask you, I will not put you in jail, we'll ask you to do community service, which means we will tell you that work for municipal corporation, sweep the road for 4 months. Okay, sweep the road for 4 months. Help municipal corporation officials collect the garbage from people's house. Are you understanding? All of these things will fall in the category of community service. Clean a garden for 2 months. Okay, all of these things are part of community service. Is this clear? So these are the punishments. See, first is death penalty, then there is imprisonment of life, then there is imprisonment of life, then there is imprisonment which is of two types: simple and rigorous imprisonment. Then there is forfeiture of property. We can forfeit the property. Then we can impose fines. And last but not the least, we can also yes, we can also ask the person to do community service. Is this clear? Done? Easy question. Now, the difference between fine and penalty. They have asked a question, difference between fine and penalty. See, fine is a sum imposed as a punishment for offense. Penalty is the suffering to be forfeited to which person agrees to be subjected in case of non-fulfillment of stipulation. Okay, like which means fine, we are imposing fine on you as a punishment. Penalty is because you were supposed to do something, you did not do it, so that is the reason why we are imposing penalty. I repeat again, what is the meaning of fine? You break the signal, will we charge fine or penalty? Will charge penalty because it is non-compliance. Look at the example, everyone. See, according to section 16 of Companies Act, if a company makes a default, the company is punishable with fine of ₹1,000 for every day during which the default continues. Okay. Over here, if you look carefully, if the company fails to fulfill the provisions of section 12, in complying the requirements of section 12, the company and the officer in default shall be liable to pay a penalty of ₹1,000. Here the default is in nature of non-compliance, and over here, the default is in nature of an offense. Okay. Here you were non-compliant, that is why we are imposing penalty. You have committed an offense, that is why we are imposing a fine. So if you commit an offense, there is a fine. If you don't follow the requirements, then there will be penalty. So how do we remember between fine and penalty? Fine is imposed when you do an offense. Penalty is imposed when you are not fulfilling the condition that you are supposed to fulfill. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear? So the conclusion is, fine is imposed as punishment for an offense. Penalty arises mainly from non-compliance with the legal requirement. Easy. Fine, offense as a punishment. Penalty, non-compliance, it is your liability. Easy. So we are done with how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are done with 4 questions. Is there any doubt, any question, any query to any student? Yes, please tell me if you have any kind of doubt, my dear students, any kind of question, any kind of query. Yes. Any doubt, any question, any query? No doubt, no question, no query? No doubt, no question, no query? Okay, very good. Now, let us go to the next question. What is the difference between mens rea and actus reus? Marks and year is not mentioned in the provided material, which means marks and year is not written in the scan. Now, mens rea means the guilty or bad intention of a person committing a crime. What is the meaning of mens rea? Mens rea means guilty mind or bad intention of the person who is committing the crime. Actus reus means the act or illegal omission which happens because of guilty intention. So for example, see, only action if you do, there is no punishment. There is no punishment for the actions that you do, but there will be punishment for the guilty mind that you have. Is there punishment for action? No. If just because I've acted in a particular way, you cannot say that I wanted to do that. For example, I'll give you an example. I am traveling in a car. Okay. 7 men are standing in front of me with swords and knives. Their face is covered. In my car, I have a sister, my mother, my wife, my daughter, my son. I also have a small dog. We are sitting in a car. I am scared for my life. If I run over my car, over few men, and I kill them, prima facie, my action shows that I have done something wrong. But when you use mens rea means what? Did I do it because I had a guilty mind, because I had a bad intention? No. I killed these guys because I wanted to save my family. So everyone, what is the meaning of mens rea? Mens rea means the bad intention of the person who is committing the crime. Actus reus means what? An act or omission in pursuance of guilty intention. So, mens rea means the intention behind committing the crime. Actus reus means the action taken to perform the criminal act. For example, I wanted to steal your cycle. So what I did was I hide that cycle from plain sight so that you think that it is missing, someone has taken it away. So what is my action? To hide the cycle. This is actus reus. Okay. And why did I hide it? So that I could steal it. So I repeat myself again. I repeat myself again. What is the action? Hiding your cycle. Why did I hide it? So that I can commit the crime. What is my action? Hiding your cycle. Okay. And why did I hide it? So that I can commit the crime. Is this clear? Mens rea is second important element of crime. Action is third important element of crime. Mental aspect of a crime is mens rea. Physical aspect of a crime is actus reus. Okay. Now we have studied in class that only action is not enough to prove that the person intended to do the crime. We will give punishment not on action but on the intention. Punishment is never given on action, it is given on intention. Everyone, I told you all in my regular class that a girl stabbed a guy in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, not in Chennai, I guess nearby Chennai. A guy attempted to rape that girl, so she, in order of self-defense, stabbed the guy 127 times. Will the girl be punished? No, the girl will not be punished because her action was there. But did he have a criminal intention, bad intention? No. It was an act of self-defense. Is this clear to everyone? Is this crystal clear to everyone? Is there any doubt, any question, any query? No doubt, no question, no query. Concept is clear. Yes. Now, conclusion. Mens rea is the guilty mind. Actus rea is the guilty act or illegal omission. Okay. Now, look at the 9th question. Discuss the important forms of mens rea under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2020, June 2021. They asked this question for 4 marks. Okay. This question was asked in which attempt? June 2021. For how many marks? Asked in exam for 4 marks. Let us not waste time and let us begin, everyone. Important forms of mens rea. Now, we have seen, do you remember negligence? Anything? Any student who is watching the session, do you remember anything about negligence or anything of that sort? Yes. Intention. Do you remember negligence, recklessness? Is there anyone who remembers this? How many types of mens rea is there? Mens rea type. Type of mens rea. Mens rea means evil intention or guilty mind. It is an essential element of crime. There are 3 forms of mens rea. One is intention, second is negligence, third is recklessness. Intention means the purpose with which an act is done. It shows the state of mind of a person at the time of committing the offense and the expected effect of his unlawful conduct. For example, if I poison your food, so intention means what? The purpose with which the act is done. I did this act to kill you. Okay, I did this act to kill you. Okay, and it shows the state of mind of a person at the time of committing the offense and expected effect of his wrongful conduct. What is my wrongful conduct? I added poison in your food. This is a wrongful conduct. Now, I wanted to kill A by poisoning his food, but the food was eaten by B. B dies. Will I be punished? Yes, I will be punished because my intention was to kill, right? Even though I missed the mark, I killed someone, right? So, Anil poisons the food of Barun. Who was supposed to eat it with the intention of killing Barun. Chandan eats that food instead of Barun and dies. Anil is liable for killing Chandan, although he never intended to kill Chandan. So what are we going to see? We are going to see the state of mind. I did not intend to kill Chandan, but he died na. He died na. He died na. What was the purpose? Intention means the purpose or design with which you are doing an act. Purpose or design with which you are doing an act. It will show the state of mind of that person who was committing the offense and what is the expected effect of his unlawful conduct. Okay, it includes specific and general intention. Second is negligence. Second is negligence, and third is recklessness. Okay, second is negligence, third is recklessness. Now tell me one thing. Will a doctor, and I want an answer in comment section from you all, will a doctor leave any instrument of operation by mistake in your stomach? I mean, is it possible for a doctor to leave, if he is careful enough, will he leave any instrument? Okay. Will he leave any instrument in the stomach of the patient? Yes. Is there any doubt? Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. I'm very sorry. Now, negligence means what? So tell me one thing. Will the doctor leave anything in the stomach? The doctor will not leave anything in the stomach of the patient while operating the patient, correct? Now, negligence means not taking proper care where there is a duty to take care. What is the meaning of negligence? Negligence means not taking proper care where there is duty to take care. Okay? Your duty is to take care, but you are not taking proper care. It is a state of mind where there is absence of desire to cause a particular consequence. The standard of care is that of a reasonable person is identical in identical circumstances. The meaning of this is very simple. I'll simplify it for you. See, what are they trying to say? Will a normal doctor get drunk and then operate a patient? No. Will a normal doctor, is that what a reasonable person would do? No. Everyone, listen carefully. I have appointed you to sit at this particular place as a lifeguard. I have a swimming pool. I am running a society. I have a complex where there is a swimming pool. Your duty is to sit there. If I don't appoint you and if someone dies, I would be punished for negligence because it is my duty to take care of people who are using the swimming pool. Yes or no? Yes or no? Will any other person will not appoint a person to take care of people who are swimming? Yes. So I should have appointed a person. Correct? What if that person who is supposed to sit on the duty of lifeguard, he is drunk and he's sleeping? He is being negligent, right? And on your duty, how can you get drunk? So you are being negligent. Are you understanding? Are you understanding this? Are you understanding this? Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear? Doubt, question, query. Now, if a child is injured because his caretaker failed to perform her duties, she may be guilty of criminal negligence. Okay, I have a factory. It is my duty to make sure that I do a test run before starting the machines, which is very common in our industry. I did not do the test run. I do not do the test run. And once the machine starts, it does not operate properly, and all the goods that the machine is holding fall down on people. I will be liable because I was being negligent. Recklessness means you are deciding to commit an act despite knowing the associated risk. You are reckless, which means you are getting drunk and then you are driving. Tell me one thing, once you get drunk, you know that it is risky, right? A drunk person cannot ride a car or bike properly. Don't you think so? It is risky. It is risky. So recklessness means deciding to commit an act in spite of knowing about the risks that are associated with it. Okay. So if a person is causing injury while driving drunk, tell me one thing. If I am driving car in a narrow lane, which is a one way from the wrong side, I am being reckless, no? I am doing an act. I know that there is risk. But just because I am getting late, if I drive the car on wrong side, there is a chance of me hitting someone or causing an accident. So I am being reckless. I am being reckless. Okay. He will be guilty of recklessly causing harm. My intention was not to hurt anyone. But I know that if I drink and drive, there is a risk. My intention was not to hurt anyone. I was getting late. Okay. I was getting late. I tried to take a shortcut. So I went on the one-way side. Okay. Now tell me, did I intend to hurt someone? No. But law will say that you are acting recklessly. You will be punished. We'll consider this as a mens rea. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? So, therefore, the important forms of mens rea are intention, negligence, and recklessness. Is there any doubt to anyone? Is there any doubt to anyone? Any question, any query? No doubt, no question, no query. No doubt, no question, no query to any student. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy. Easy. Now, let us go to the next question. That is, state exceptional cases where mens rea is not required in criminal law, or exceptional cases where mens rea is not required in criminal law. Discuss. Okay. December 2023, 4 marks. Okay. Now, there are many exceptional cases where you did not prove that the person had a guilty mind. There are exceptional cases where you don't have to prove that the person had a guilty mind. For example, some cases law itself will exclude mens rea. Where law imposes a liability, the presence or absence of guilty mind may be irrelevant. Law has said if this happens, you are guilty. The law is saying if this happens, you are guilty. You don't have to prove whether the person had mens rea or not. Okay. Many laws relating to economic crimes, departmental penalties, public safety, social welfare impose a liability without requiring mens rea. No matter how good care you take while constructing a bridge, if it falls, you are liable. Okay. If it falls, you are liable. Absolute liability will be applied in licensing of shop, hotel, restaurant, and chemist establishment. Also under the cases of Motor Vehicle Act and Arms Act, and offences against the state like waging war and sedition. Okay. I did not have a guilty mind. I just did what they asked me to do. I knew that there were weapons, but I never asked for what the weapons were. Will you not punish me? I will be punished. I will be punished. Law says that even if you don't have a guilty mind, you don't have to prove guilty mind. If you are not keeping the kitchen clean, you will be punished. Full stop. Are you understanding this? Are you understanding this? I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Keeping a minor or a child below the age of 14 years in your restaurant to wash plates and serve food. You wanted to help that boy, but law has prohibited that you cannot hire children below the age of 14 years to work in any shop or establishment. You have committed a crime. Even if there is no mens rea, there will be punishment. Is this clear? Is this clear? Is this clear? Now, next exceptional case is speedy disposal of cases where it is difficult to prove mens rea and penalties are petty fines. What is the penalty? Small fine. Speedy disposal of cases necessary. Accused may be fined even without proper proof of mens rea. For example, I did not know that the signal is red. I jumped the signal. Okay, now it is difficult to prove whether I had a guilty mind or not. See, there are some people who will purposefully ride even after knowing that there is a red light. They will cross the road. I crossed the road, the police caught me. Correct? Now for speedy disposal of case, I don't have to prove. I mean, how will I prove that I did not have a guilty mind? I have done something wrong. Penalty is a petty fine. Pay it and get done with it. Then comes strict liability. Everyone, if you have studied law of torts with me, you know that in case of strict liability, no matter how good care you take, if you are dealing in hazardous nature of goods, if you are having hazardous substances, if you are dealing in hazardous substances, you will be liable no matter what. In interest of public safety, strict liability will be imposed. Okay, whether you cause public nuisance with guilty mind or not, you will be punished. We will not see whether you had intention or not. Everyone, there was a restaurant in Noida, Gurgaon somewhere. So what happened was a group of 5 or 6 people, I think 3 or 4 couples were there. Along with a small girl, they went to a club or a pub where there was low light and those disco lights were flashing. Okay. So they ate food, and after eating the food, the bill came. And after bill, along with the bill, they gave you mouth fresheners. Okay. So one bowl of mouth freshener was kept. The people who had come, they ate it and they got to know that it is dry ice. It started burning. People started puking, vomiting blood. People started vomiting blood. Now tell me one thing. Did the owner do it purposefully? No. But did it not cause risk to health of public? Yes. Will there be punishment? Yes. Is this clear? Then I was not knowing that this is a law. I am carrying alcohol with me in my car. I was not knowing that I cannot carry alcohol to Gujarat. Or I went to Goa. In Goa, the alcohol is cheap. I thought I will buy more alcohol from Goa and I'll transport it to Maharashtra and sell it in Maharashtra. Can I do this? No. Why? Can I say that I was not knowing law? I was not aware. That is the reason why I should be exempt? No. If a person breaks a law without knowing about its existence, ignorance of law is no defense. He is liable as if he is aware of the law. You cannot say that I am ignorant of law. You will be treated as if you are aware of the law. Thus, in these exceptional circumstances, proof of mens rea is not required for a criminal liability. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Is there any kind of doubt, question, query? Is there any kind of doubt, question, query to any student who is watching the session? No doubt, no question, no query. No doubt, no question, no query. No doubt, no question, no query. Yes. Are the concepts clear to everyone? Yes. Are the concepts clear to everyone? Okay. Now, asked in June 2022 for 4 marks. Companies can no longer claim immunity from criminal liability on the ground that they are incapable of possessing necessary mens rea for commission of offense. What is the meaning of this? Company cannot claim immunity. Company will not be immune from any criminal liability by saying that I as a company, I am an artificial person. I am incapable of possessing necessary mens rea for commission of an offense. Examine the statement. Now, to understand this, I want you all to focus on the central part of the topic first. See, first thing is provision. What is the provision saying? Crime requires mens rea, an action. Okay. Crime requires guilty mind and action. BNS says that person includes company or association of person or body of person, whether incorporated or not. Body of person can be a partnership firm as well. Okay. Now, person includes real as well as artificial person. Okay. Natural person can be convicted because they have a mind. You and I, we have a mind. The question was, a company is a legal person. Okay. Could be convicted of criminal offense. Being a legal person could be convicted of a criminal offense. Companies now cannot claim immunity by saying that we are not capable of having mind because we cannot do mens rea. Criminal intent of alter ego of company, that is a person or group of person guiding the business of the company, is attributed to the company. So what is the meaning? The directors have to take care that the company does not do anything wrong. The persons in charge of handling are supposed to take care and make sure that the company does nothing wrong. So in state of Maharashtra versus syndicate transport, it was held that a corporate body will be liable, should be liable, depends upon the nature of offense, allegations and position of officer or agent. Okay. A company can be convicted of offenses, those are requiring mens rea. You cannot escape the liability because the prescribed punishment is jail and a fine. A company has no physical body to imprison and therefore cannot be sentenced to jail. But you can impose fine wherever there is law which says that companies, you can impose fines on the companies. Therefore, a company can be held criminally liable and you cannot claim immunity just because you cannot have a physical mind. I hope this is clear. So the entire conversation revolves around what? Earlier the question was, human being, natural person has a mind. So you can convict him. Now the question earlier arose whether a company could be convicted of a criminal offense or not. Could you convict a company for criminal offense? Now, earlier they were trying to claim immunity, but now you no longer are allowed to claim immunity. Why? Because just because you don't have mind does not mean you cannot commit mens rea. Okay. Okay. So the alter ego of the company is that a person or group of person who is guiding the business of a company is attributed to company. Okay. Whether a body, corporate body, should be punished or not depends on the nature of offense, the allegations and the position of the officer or agent in relation to the company. We will also see other relevant facts. Okay. You cannot say that a company cannot be convicted of offenses which has mens rea. A company can be convicted of offenses which has mens rea. You cannot escape the liability just by saying that for these things there is a punishment of jail. There is a punishment of jail. How can you put a company in jail? No. If law says that if a company has committed an offense, there will be fines imposed, we will impose fines on the company. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Is this crystal clear to everyone who is watching the session? Now tell me, is there any doubt, any question, any query to any student who is watching the session? No doubt, no question, no query. Bailable and non-bailable offense and cognizable and non-cognizable offense are your homework. You can just click the pictures and you can solve and do the writing practice. I'm assuming that you all watch the lectures again and do the writing practice again. Okay, I'm assuming that you solve the questions again and do the writing practice again. Okay. Okay. So I want you all to complete the writing practice work and we will see you all tomorrow. Okay. At 3 o'clock, do not forget to join us live where we are going to, Dilip sir, Sai sir and myself, we are going to decode. We are going to explain do's and don'ts and what to do if you have failed and what to do if you have passed CS Executive and CS Professional. Okay. So without wasting any time, do not forget to subscribe the channel because we are going to be there for you until you become CS. Okay. Right from CSET to Executive to Professional. We need your support, and how will you give that support to us? By liking the video, subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell icon. Okay. So do not forget to watch today's session. It will be very insightful, We are going to tell you what are the do's and don'ts of everything in CS course. See you all tomorrow. Till then, not tomorrow. See you all until the next announcement is made with respect to these writing practice sessions. We have completed 10 sessions of writing practice and we have covered somewhere around 6 to 7 chapters of our JIGL, okay, which is almost equivalent to half. If you have attended everything, you know how important writing practice is. So it is my humble request to all the students who are watching the session that please do not miss any of these sessions, because you never know what question repeats in the exam. Do not forget to write properly at home. By attending the session, you are not helping yourself. By writing whatever I am showing, you are going to help yourself. Download all the question papers that are there available, given by ICSI. Okay. On ICSI's portal, you will see, I'll show it to you. Okay. No, there will be no class tomorrow. Can you see question papers? Can you see question paper June 2026? Can you see they have given question paper over here? Professional, executive, everything is available over here. Okay. I just open the question paper and bam, there you go. Okay. Okay. So please, 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 it is a humble request from me. Don't take things lightly. You never know what could be your exam question, what question could repeat in the exam. Because after the writing practice session is over, I will be discussing past 10 years papers on this channel. Okay, along with the answers. Okay, I will make suggested answers for you all according to the provisions of law. So I want everyone's involvement so that you don't miss out on anything that is important from the POV of examination. Okay, so study well and do the writing practice. Now, all the topics that I have taken till now, watch the videos again, do the writing practice again, read the topic first. If this is BNS, first read BNS, then attend the session, then solve the questions. It will help you. It will have a more strong impact than it has without solving anything, without reading anything, without making notes of any topic. Okay, so we'll conclude the session today here itself. We'll see you all soon, super soon, real soon. Okay, that's it for today. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Do whatever you want to do. Don't trouble Mata Pita and Bharat Mata. And congratulations to all the students who have passed the exam. Also, don't be disheartened if you have failed the exam. We should congratulate the ones who have failed, because failure is the first stepping stone of success. Okay, so that's it.